Okay, students, good morning and welcome to Thursday, April 9th. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I want you to be mindful of what you want for your independent living, what you want for more education when you're all done here, what do you want for your paid competitive employment, and what would your best life in the community look like when you're all done here. Okay, we are working on human rights, privileges, and responsibilities. And our learning target is I can explain, use, and think about human rights. The success criteria is I will know I can do this when I can define, describe, role-play, and critique about how human rights affects my self-determination. Today we're going to describe human rights. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's from the Declaration of Independence. But not Independence Day, that's something different. Okay, so let's review the kinds of rights we have. We have civil rights, the right to be treated as equal before the law. So those are the rights that allow us to be treated as equal before the law. So in school, in the court system, access to public places. We have political rights. Those are the rights to vote, to freedom of speech, which is the right to say the things we like and the things we don't like, the right to protest, and the right to criticize government, leaders, and society. We have economic rights, the rights to participate in an economy that benefits all people and to pursue work of your choice. Doesn't mean to get work of your choice, but the ability and right to pursue it. And social rights, the rights to food, water, education, clothing, shelter, and social security. And cultural rights, the rights of freedom of religion, to ethnic culture, to speak the language and to practice the culture of one's own choosing. Okay, on your self-advocacy starter, in the middle, write dignity. In the middle, write dignity, okay? How does it feel? How would it make you feel? How would other people feel if they are treated as having innate, inborn, endowed dignity? How does that feel? Or tell me how it feels if they're not treated with dignity. Think of some words, think of some adjectives. These are looking for words that are adjectives. These are words that can have the word very in front of it. So to have dignity, I would feel very valued. I'd feel very honored. I feel very respected. Those are some of the things I would feel if I was being treated with dignity, okay? So think, do you want to do dignity, either having those things or not having those things? And give me some descriptive words. Okay, describe how to access your human rights or how your access to your human rights could affect your self-determination. So thinking about your human rights, we've already talked about looking at those 5 categories. How could it affect your autonomy? The independent society allows you. Okay, think about that. How would it affect your self-regulation, which is your self-control? How would it affect your empowerment? Empowerment is a big fancy word, but all it means is it's your personal understanding of how you control your life or how well you control your life. And self-realization, knowing true and accurate things about yourself, the things you're good at, the things you're not good at, the things you need help with, okay? For your mindfulness starter, I want you to do a ranking chart, okay? And I want you to rank the most important rights to you, okay? What's the most important rights to you? I said the right to an education is number 1 for me. The right to religious freedom maybe from number 2. The right to know things about my money, okay, or to buy things with my money. The right to freedom of speech, the right to privacy. Remember, there's no right or wrong answers with these. I want you to think about what you feel as your top 5, and then I want you to explain your thinking to someone else. Explain it to your mom, your dad, a group home staff. Explain it to a friend. Explain it to your little brother or sister if you have to. But tell someone else why you think and feel the way you do, because these are your values. Okay, think about this. Which category of human right of human rights do you have a hard time accessing? Okay. Think of a right, if you have to think of a privilege, that you have a hard time accessing in one environment, and be ready to share. So just think about that. Okay. I want you to fill out an autonomy tree for that environment. So think of a time that you have had or you might have a hard time accessing your human rights, and fill out an autonomy tree. So what about right now with all the coronavirus stuff? So there's lots of interesting societal questions about human rights right now. Okay? Think about maybe some of the challenges facing different people during the coronavirus pandemic. What are some human rights challenges that you might face during the coronavirus pandemic? So put a little thought to that, okay? And tomorrow we're going to demonstrate and role play accessing our human rights. Okay, see you tomorrow.